Oblonsky smiled. He understood what was going on in Levin's soul. "I'll come someday," he said. "Ah, old chap, women are the pivot on which everything turns. Things are in a bad way with me too. Very bad, and all on account of woman. Tell me quite frankly." He took out a cigar, and with one hand on his glass he continued. "Give me some advice." "Why? What is the matter?" "Well, it's this. Supposing you were married and loved your wife, but had been fascinated by another woman. Excuse me, but really it's quite incomprehensible to me. It's just as incomprehensible as if I, after eating my fill here, went into a baker's shop and stole a roll." Oblonsky's eyes glittered more than usual. "Why not? Rolls sometimes smell so that one can't resist them. Himmlisch ist's, wenn ich bezwungen meine irdische Begier, aber doch, wenn's nicht gelungen, hat ich auch recht hübsch Pläsier." Oblonsky repeated these lines with a subtle smile, and Levin himself could not help smiling. "No, but joking apart," continued Oblonsky, "just consider. A woman, a dear, gentle, affectionate creature, poor and lonely, sacrifices everything. Now, when the thing is done, just consider. Should one forsake her? Granted that one ought to part with her so as not to destroy one's family life, but on one to pity her and provide for her and make things easier. As to that, you must pardon me. You know that for me there are two kinds of women, or rather no. There are women and there are... I have never seen any charming fallen creatures, and never shall see any, and people like that painted French woman with her curls out there by the counter are an abomination to me, and all these fallen ones like her. And the one in the Gospels? Oh, don't. Christ would never have spoken those words. Had he known how they would be misused. They are the only words in the Gospels that seem to be remembered. However, I'm not saying what I think, but what I feel. I have a horror of fallen women. You are repelled by spiders, and I by those creatures. Probably you never studied spiders and know nothing of their morals. And it's the same in my case. It's all very well for you to talk like that. It's like that gentleman in Dickens, who with his left hand threw all difficult questions over his right shoulder. But denying a fact is no answer. What am I to do? Tell me. What am I to do? My wife is getting old, and I'm full of vitality. A man hardly has time to turn around before he feels that he can no longer love his wife in that way. Whatever his regard for her may be. And then all of a sudden, love crosses your path, and you're lost, said Oblonsky with despair. Levin smiled. Yes, I am lost, continued Oblonsky. But what am I to do? Don't steal rolls. Oblonsky burst out laughing. Oh, you moralist. But just consider, here are two women. One insists only on her rights, and her rights are your love, which you cannot give her, and the other sacrifices herself and demands nothing. What are you to do? How are you to act? It's a terrible tragedy. If you want me to say what I think of it, I can only tell you that I don't believe in the tragedy. And the reason is this. I think love Both kinds of love, which you remember Plato defines in his Symposium, both kinds of love serve as a touchstone for man. Some men understand only one, some only the other. Those who understand only the non-Platonic love need not speak of tragedy. For such love, there can be no tragedy. Thank you kindly for the pleasure. Goodbye. And that's the whole tragedy. And for the Platonic love, there can be no tragedy either, because there everything is clear and pure, because here Levin recollecting his own sins and the inner struggle he had lived through, added unexpectedly. However, maybe you are right. It may very well be, but I don't know. I really don't know. Well, you see, you are very consistent, said Oblonsky. It is both a virtue and a fault in you. You have a consistent character yourself, and you wish all the facts of life to be consistent, but they never are. For instance, you despise public service because you want to work always to correspond to its aims. And that never happens. You also want the activity of each separate man to have an aim, and love and family life always to coincide. And that doesn't happen either. All the variety, charm, and beauty of life are made up of light and shade. Levin sighed and did not answer. He was thinking of his own affairs and not listening to Oblonsky, and suddenly both felt that though they were friends and had dined and drank wine together, which should have drawn them yet closer, yet each was thinking only of his own affairs and was not concerned with the other.